Carrie Underwood performed at the second inauguration of President Donald Trump on January 20, 2025. This sent shockwaves through the whole entertainment business. People were both impressed and outraged by her performance. Various reactions were elicited in response to the decision of Carrie Underwood, who had previously won Season 4 of American Idol and was now a judge for Season 23, to perform America the Beautiful at that historic event. Some individuals praised her patriotism, while others questioned her decision given the present political climate. American Idol producer Megan Michael's Wolfik stepped up to the plate during all the chaos to offer her thoughts on the performance. She shed light on Underwood's professionalism and the show's inner workings. The performance and the dynamics that took place in the background are the focus of this inquiry. How Wolfik reacted to Carrie Underwood's performance at the inauguration and what it says about her career in music and judging American Idol. Washington, District of Columbia was the site of Carrie Underwood's January Rotunda performance. The U.S. Naval Academy Glee Club and the Armed Forces Chorus joined her on stage. Technical difficulties derailed her rendition of America the Beautiful, which had the potential to unite the audience. Just as Underwood was about to sing a cappella, the backing track started to have trouble keeping up. Said she, "You know the words." She then invited the crowd to join her. Her ability to remain composed under pressure during the performance brought back the same live performance grid she had honed on American Idol 2 decades prior, turning a potentially humiliating circumstance into a viral moment. During an interview with People magazine, 42-year-old Underwood expressed her deep affection for our nation and expressed her honor at being selected to perform at the inauguration, allowing her to be a little part of this momentous occasion. A week prior, Underwood had announced her involvement. "I feel tremendous humility for answering the call at this time when we must all come together in a spirit of togetherness and looking forward." Much like her decision to perform at Trump's inauguration, the performance sparked criticism on sites like these, despite the fact that her remarks signified a wish to transcend politics. She expressed a desire to go beyond politics in her statements. While some saw it as a bold display of patriotism, others saw it as a betrayal of her formerly apolitical stance. In 2019, she said this in an interview with The Guardian, adding that she tried her best to remain out of politics. What Megan Michael's Wolfik had to say in response. In an interview with the rap artist on March 9, 2025, American Idol showrunner Megan Michael's Wolfik discussed Carrie Underwood's performance. The argument was about to get heated when this happened. It was Underwood's decision that she made independently, according to Wolfik. She made the comment, "Isn't it great that 2 American Idol judges sang at the last 2 inaugurations?" Katy Perry sang Firework at President Joe Biden's inauguration in 2021. In his remark, Wolfik framed the performance as an achievement worthy of the show's reputation for producing performers who can hold their own on platforms of this magnitude. Wolfik also praised Underwood's handling of the technical issue. Her poise, serenity, and ability to hold her own were admirable. According to her, Idol and all of her live experience, beginning at a young age and including being on live television for Idol, are factors that I believe have contributed to a significant portion of that. The fact that Underwood was first mentioned as being on American Idol brought attention to how the show greatly influenced her performance skills when she was under pressure. Under duress, an ability that was on full exhibit during the inaugural's audio malfunction. The phrases, Wolfik's choices were calculated because they redirected attention from the political conflict to Underwood's professionalism and the enduring impact of Idol. Relationships and conflicts among the American Idol backstage staff and the idols themselves. Carrie Underwood's inauguration performance had an impact that was felt behind the scenes. In the immediate aftermath of the January incident, the team members were reportedly told not to mention the performance again. This directive reportedly occurred shortly after the performance at the Arium Theater in Los Angeles during Hollywood Week, as reported by the U.S. Sun. That Underwood was not the one to initiate the embargo was clarified by the source. Actually, it was mandated by the producers so that the high-stakes production could keep a lighthearted tone. The guideline highlighted the need for careful balancing when dealing with a prominent personality like Underwood. As a new judge alongside Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan, she brings a unique perspective from her time as a competitor on American Idol, where she won in 2005 with songs like Jesus, Take the Wheel. It just made so much sense to put Carrie in there because she was bringing something new to the table that we had never had before. Wolfik said this during her interview with Rap. But producers wanted to keep the spotlight on the show, so they masked her from viewers so the inauguration issue wouldn't detract from her debut as a judge. At last, Cheryl Underwood's life has come full circle. The return of Carrie Underwood as a judge on American Idol marked a watershed moment. She became a mentor, giving the contestants a chance to learn from her expertise 20 years after winning the 4th season of the show. Wolfik underlined this point by saying that any judge who has ever been on the show can talk about the Oval Office for years without actually having any experience, but that doesn't mean they don't have direct knowledge. What made Underwood's comments ring true was her journey from an Oklahoma small-town singer to an 8-time Gwarry winner and current American Idol judge. Honest and constructive, she said of her remarks. She continued to perform on American Idol despite the controversy surrounding her inauguration participation. With the help of her peers, such Jason Aldean, who openly supported her choice, Underwood gracefully dealt with the criticism. During her time on set, she mostly advised hopefuls, helped present the season's first platinum ticket, and guided vocalists through Hollywood Week. Her tenure in Las Vegas's Resorts World Theater is set to conclude on April 12, 2025. Maintained her visibility in the media despite her acting career and personal commitments. On American Idol from a more holistic angle, being a public figure during this era of divisiveness is challenging, as the inauguration performance and its reception demonstrated. The choice to perform by Underwood echoes her 2019 comments about avoiding political labels. However, criticism was bound to follow. Some individuals praised her patriotism while others criticized her for associating herself with a controversial figure, reflecting the polarization in the posts. A lesson in diplomacy was delivered by Wolfik in his statement. He connected the act's artistic lineage to American Idol, which has produced stars like George Underwood and Katy Perry, while framing the performance as an individual decision. Concerning American Idol, the incident proved that the program could handle criticism well. Season 23, airing Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC, maintained its focus on discovering fresh talent. This is evident in the hype around auditions and in posts on contestants like Maddie Prudy. In addition to Richie's profound insight and Bryan's humorous comments, Underwood's participation as a judge added depth to the panel, which was bolstered by her resilience during the inauguration. The carrying on of a sturdy tradition. There may have been technological issues during the inauguration, but her performance still showcased her talent and her background from American Idol. Reiterating the show's pride in its former cast members, Megan Michael's Wolfik made declarations. The difficult task of managing a celebrity's public persona was highlighted by the stressful environment on set. The path that Carrie Underwood has followed throughout her career exemplifies the importance of talent, flexibility, and unity. She is still teaching young singers and is finishing off her residency in Sin City. She exemplifies all that is great about American Idol, even when faced with challenges like a split audience or a defective microphone. Converting unrealized potential into enduring fame.